Good morning, Jefferson Avenue Jaguars. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, January 11th. It is an E2 day, and congratulations to all of those Buffalo Bills fans out there. I know there's a lot of excitement in Western New York. Today we have some exciting announcements on our JA Morning Show, and we're really excited that at the end today we have our introduction video to the JA PTA Reading Challenge that is about to begin. So following our standard morning show announcements, we have a special, it looks like it's around 8 minutes, an 8-minute video that introduces the JA PTA Reading Challenge. I cannot wait to see that. So let's get started. If you would rise where you are, place your right hand over your heart and begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We are excited to have 4 birthdays today on this January 11th. So a very happy birthday goes out to Olivia Sykes. Olivia is turning 8 years old. Happy birthday to Alexander Pilato, who is turning 6 years old. Ruby Martin, who is turning 8, and Kenneth Hall, who is also turning 8. A very, very happy birthday to Olivia, Alexander, Ruby, and Kenneth. We hope the year ahead is filled with health and happiness. You know, it is one of my favorite times of the day, and we've noticed the trend. We are seeing some serious leaders and role models at Jefferson Avenue School, which makes me so pleased and excited. So for Monday, January 11th, 2021, our Paul receivers are Allison Holborn from Mrs. Kachalova's class, Victoria Hartman for persevering through Unit 2 math test from Ms. Stafari, Annabella Barney from Mrs. Gagno for being an IXL superstar, Jackson Church from Mrs. Gagno for being an IXL superstar, Thomas Crawford, this is from Mrs. Avery, for doing a great job with all of his work, Michaela Abbott and Kason Daniels for great work in Mr. Rose's classroom, Landon Hall from Miss O'Neill for having his best day of first grade yet. And I love the yet at the end of that. That's a superpower, the power of yet, which means there are even more great days to come. Way to go, Landon. Sawyer Santoro from Mrs. Bender for always filling her bucket with a wonderful greeting each day. Nice job, Sawyer. Ava Kime and Maeve Case from Mrs. McCafferty. Henry Hurley from Mrs. Steger for helping his classmates. Mrs. Steger's entire cohort 1 for outstanding behavior and the focus of the year, perseverance. Mrs. Heuser's class cohort 1 for virtual excellence. Glad to hear you're following those virtual expectations. Andy Crawford and Evan Hutchings for helping with technology issues in Ms. Cobo's classroom. JJ Vicens. JJ received a CARE award from the Transportation Department for being kind to others and helping another Jaguar on the bus. Way to go, JJ. We hope you have that CARE award on your refrigerator with pride. Micah Hunter for having a great morning and doing all of his work from Mrs. Denise. Wow, that's great. And Micah Hunter for sharing with friends from Mrs. Bender, a back-to-back Paul receivers. Micah, way to go. Mrs. Heiniger's entire cohort 1 for persevering through difficult math work. And Mrs. Kane's cohort 1 for amazing virtual expectations. It's glad to hear that our students know the importance of our virtual expectations. Whew. What a great start to Monday with all of those Paul receivers. Now time for a giggle. JA joke of the day. And the JA joke of the day comes from Remington Foote in Mrs. Ryder's class. And Remington's joke is, What did the fish say to the fisherman? So what did the fish say to the fisherman? Man, you caught me at a bad time. Remington, thanks for the laugh this morning. That was awesome. Whew. Lots to share, and now, as I told you, we're about to present the 2021 PTA JA Reading Challenge. This is a quick 8-minute video. Watch closely because this is a very special year. We are thankful to all of the time and energy our PTA has put into planning for this. It is going to be an epic reading challenge, and here is the video.
Hello, JA. My name is Aster, and I'm a vegetable farmer. I'm so glad to see all of you. The farmers need your help. Our crops were miniature last year. Look at this. A whole quart of blueberries. Corn on the cob. Apple. And itty bitty cherries. We're not growing food to feed fairies and elves. We need regular sized food to feed regular sized people. Thankfully, Dr. Forrest and his team of scientists discovered a system that corrects the chemical compound in the soil that's responsible for growing miniature food. Here is how it works, explained by the scientist himself. Watch the interview that aired on the news last week.
Hello, and welcome to WJAZ News. I'm Flora Lake. We are very excited to have Dr. Forrest here today to tell us about his amazing discovery that will help our crops grow to their normal sizes again. Thank you for joining me today, Dr. Forrest. Please tell us about the system you and your team discovered to solve this very big problem. Thank you, Flora. I am delighted to be able to share our discovery with everyone because it will help us get everything back to normal size again. We found a solution. This problem seemed rather challenging to solve, and it was actually discovered by accident, as some scientific discoveries are. We were getting frustrated with our research and getting no results, but we weren't going to let that get us down, so we decided to take a brain break. We all feel strongly that it is a wonderful skill to persevere when things get tough. Taking a brain break helps us to reset ourselves so we can keep going when things get frustrating or overwhelming. Thank goodness we didn't give up, and we persevered because we found our solution. Many of us relaxed reading in our spare time, so we read our books for pleasure reading during our brain break. One of the plants started growing back to normal size when we read. It isn't every day that amazing discoveries get caught on camera, but thanks to video surveillance, we caught this amazing growth on video. Check this out. What a drag. Ooh-ah! Yes, this is perfect. Hey guys! We thought it might be a fairly complicated process, but now that we have tested and studied it, we have found that it's very simple to administer and apply for more than one person in more than one farm or plot of land. We invented a system that converts the number of minutes people read into nutrients for the soil. When we feed the soil and plants with fertilizer created by the minutes read, it seems to be helping the plants grow to normal size again. We have a website for individuals to submit the total numbers of minutes they read. Every time someone submits more minutes, we see immediate improvements in the soil. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. How great is that? People read every day to grow their minds. Now we just need people to read to grow our food. We just need to collect enough minutes read so we can make enough fertilizer for this coming growing season. How can you help, you may ask? Please read. Everyone read. The more you read, the more you grow. Oh, there's one other thing we need help with, seed germination. It took a lot of time to create the machine that converts these minutes read into nutrients to add to the soil. And now, a change of scene to show the machine. Hey, this is the machine.
Yeah, we don't have much food yet.
It's working. Break time. Thanks. Bye. How much food has been made? 1 banana, a pineapple, an apple, a carrot, and another apple up there. What's that? What, that thing? Yeah. Well, it's the main pipe that pumps all the reading minutes into the ground as fertilizer. Well, we should go. Bye. Alright, back to business. We are a little behind starting seeds for this coming growing season. Typically, we start our seeds indoors in the wintertime. After a few months of growing indoors, the little seedlings are ready to be planted outside in the farmer's field. It would be a big help if people would start some seeds for farmers to plant in the summer. Wow, it sounds like we have some work to do before this problem will be fixed. You've heard it here first, folks. Read!
Isn't this great? After watching the interview, I spent a few days putting together a 4-week reading challenge so we can all help Dr. Forrest and his team make enough nutrients for the soil to get rid of this elf and fairy food for good. I know all the students at Jefferson Ave enjoy reading, so let's grow our minds and grow some food. Listen carefully. Here are the details for the reading challenge. You're all going to take home this packet of information. First, start germinating your seeds. I started these seeds last week and they've already sprouted. I'm very excited to see how big they'll get over the next 4 weeks. Starting Wednesday, January 13th, read a lot. Make sure to write down how many minutes you read each day. Every Tuesday evening, add up all your minutes read for the week and go to the reading program webpage to submit your weekly minutes. Your submitted minutes will go directly to Dr. Forrest's nutrient conversion system. The web address is located on your information sheet. February is Black History Month in the United States, so I created an A to Z reading activity to encourage everyone to learn more about Black history. This is another way to get reading minutes and make more nutrients for the soil. So follow the instructions on the activity sheet. While we wait for the weather to warm up so we can have our real gardens outside, let's make an indoor flower garden. Take some time and color these bookmarks. There are 4 different flowers, so color 1 a week, and don't forget to fill out the information on the bottom. Bring your colored bookmark to school and ask your teacher to hang it on the bulletin board outside the library. Mrs. Bannock has set up a great board for you all to grow a beautiful flower garden. For virtual students, there's a basket in the main office to drop off your bookmarks. In addition to the challenge of reading a lot to create enough nutrients for our soil to grow regular sized food this year, every class is trying to read more than the other classes at their grade level. Every Wednesday morning, the class at each grade who read the most and their reward will be announced. And at the end of the 4-week challenge, there will be a surprise for everyone, along with a grand prize awarded to the classroom at each grade that read the most. Let's have fun reading and helping Dr. Forrest and his team get rid of miniature food forever. Come on, Jefferson Ave. Read, 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 and grow, grow, grow.